Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into Neon Evolution, that absolutely monumental jump from the neon-soaked streets of Vice City to the highly anticipated GTA 6.
Section 1. The Ultimate Gaming Evolution. Let's just go ahead and completely throw out the idea that we're talking about your standard run-of-the-mill sequel here.
The core idea driving this whole shift is literally right there in the quote. It's not just an upgrade, it's a complete evolution. Right? We aren't just looking at a slightly bigger digital playground to mess around in. We are looking at the engineering of a fully functioning digital society. Literally everything we're going to cover today, from the geography to the AI, stems from that single, incredibly ambitious philosophy.
Which brings us to a massive map expansion. Because, well, when you're building an evolution of this scale, physical geography is absolutely your foundation.
Let's start with the number 9. Back in 2002, Vice City was roughly 9 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, that's about the size of a large international airport. And you know what? At the time, that felt absolutely mind-blowing. We spent countless hours memorizing that sprawling urban playground. I mean, we knew every single alleyway, every hidden jump. That tiny city honestly felt like an entire universe to us back then.
But get a load of the numbers now, 3 to 5. Recent leaks are suggesting that GTA 6 is going to be 3 to 5 times larger than what we've previously experienced. So we're talking about expanding from a small, contained neighborhood environment into a massive open world encompassing full cities, endless stretches of highways, deep swamps, and vast countryside. It's not just a bigger city anymore, it is literally a whole state. The scale is shifting so dramatically that it honestly makes that original 9 square kilometer map look like a tiny postage stamp.
Upgrading graphics to reality. Now, having a massive map is one thing, right? But the real question is, what actually fills that space on a granular level?
The contrast here is just wild. Think back to Vice City. We basically relied on repeating buildings, extremely limited interior spaces, and NPCs that, let's be honest, just walked around in simple looping patterns. But now, every single street is designed to feel dynamically alive. We're talking realistic traffic systems, simulated in-game social media feeds, and even the integration of hyper-realistic body cam-style footage. You aren't just memorizing traffic patterns anymore, you're reacting to a chaotic, totally unpredictable environment.
It really hits home when you realize this. Rockstar didn't just upgrade graphics, they upgraded reality. They aren't just making the game look prettier with higher resolution textures or some fancy new lighting effects. By adding things like dynamic traffic and those social media feeds we just talked about, they are actually mimicking the messy flow of modern human existence. It's absolutely crucial to grasp the sheer magnitude of this technological leap. They are making this game behave like the real world.
Expanding the virtual ecosystem. Because when you expand a map to the size of an actual state, you really can't just rely on skyscrapers and pavement anymore.
We are expanding into some completely diverse territories. We've got swamps that are heavily inspired by the actual Florida Everglades. We've got sprawling networks of highways connecting these isolated little small towns, plus dedicated, fully dynamic wildlife zones. So it's no longer just a static backdrop for all the action. It's a fully realized, breathing ecosystem.
And you know what? That fundamentally changes how you play the game. Think back to Vice City again. You could hop in a fast car and cross the entire map from end to end in, what, just a few minutes? Travel was basically just a means to an end. But in GTA 6, travel itself becomes gameplay. Because the world is so incredibly vast and detailed, long drives are going to be filled with unpredictable random events and hidden locations to discover. Exploration will actually matter. You won't just be rushing to the next mission marker anymore. The journey between point A and point B is designed to be a massive adventure all on its own.
Arcade versus simulation. All of these incredible details we've covered point to a massive, underlying philosophical shift that honestly just isn't being talked about enough.
Here is the absolute paradigm shift for the franchise. Vice City, as absolutely legendary as it was ultimately a game map, right? It was a static, arcade-style playground that was basically just waiting around for you to press buttons and make things happen. But GTA 6, it's being built as a living world. From the insanely complex AI behavior to that unbelievable scale we just discussed, the franchise is moving firmly away from an arcade experience and into a true simulation. The world is going to happen all around you, whether you choose to interact with it or not.
So, looking at this massive leap, going from 9 square kilometers of repeating pixels to a sprawling, simulated ecosystem, Rockstar's basically rewriting the entire standard for interactive entertainment. So the big question on the table today is, are you ready for a world that actually feels real?
It's an immense leap, for sure. We're literally leaving behind the cozy, familiar limits of the past for an unpredictable, completely simulated future. And I want to leave you with this final thought to reflect on today. What drives you more right now? Are you holding on to that classic Vice City nostalgia, remembering the days when games were simpler, tighter, and entirely under your control? Or are you fully bought into the GTA 6 hype, totally ready for an evolving, simulated reality that might just blur the lines of what a video game can actually be?